I do not know.
I could talk about One Piece forever, or we could talk about MS Igloo.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
I really liked it.
I did too. Those we watched the 3 episodes. It seems they're all named in a 3 episode arc. It seems like
Mm-hmm.
watched 3 of them.
DBS came back then.
Okay.
The Hidden 1 Year War was the name of this arc of it.
And I thought it was really good.
Yeah, I did too.
Probably some of the best storytelling in Gundam so far.
Yeah. I think Gundam excels when we're in small conflicts, right? Yeah, I'm right there with you.
Look, the CGI is. I was going to bring that up. The CGI is dated,
Mm-hmm.
no doubt, but it is done very well. And what they did with, if you compare it to a lot of other CGI out at the time, that's pretty dang good.
Yeah, they're actually able to convey Oliver May's like shock, in a way that a lot of CGI back then could not. There's some frames when the captain's talking and his mouth is way more open than it should be, but
it was definitely, there was plenty of times where it's like, all right, press start.
Yeah,
we made some cracks about being ready to play the game now.
Yeah,
enough of the intro.
That makes sense, Faye. Also, yeah, the mobile suits were great. The hit all fair was awesome, but the Zuda just, the Zuda's so good.
Yeah, I really like the tank story, man.
Yeah,
the guy in the tank. Yeah, I'm not giving anything away. I think that alone is some top storytelling in Gundam.
Yeah, for sure.
It wasn't much, really, right?
Yeah.
It was consistent, it was clear, and it was cool.
Yeah. They didn't have to go too deep into it. We didn't need Tomino's extra, we're going to spend 4 episodes just building up to this one thing. Just, no. Did what it needed to do. It was effective. I made a comment to you at the end of the first episode that a character, and we're not spoiling everything here, but a character sacrificed at the end of the first episode was more affecting than every sacrifice in Victory.
Emotional damage.
Yeah. Of what it accomplished. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So it's good stuff. It reminded me in a weird way. Did you ever watch I gotta pull up the name of that. What was it called? It's Halo something. The Halo TV show. Not the Halo TV show by Paramount. The other one.
Blue?
No, the one that they did that was mini episodes. Halo Legends, that's it.
Yeah. I vaguely remember that, man. Yeah.
Yeah. It made me think about that, where it's like, hey, these are 7 short stories in this universe, and they're all good,
Yes, definitely. The like I said, there was times it definitely had the graphic of its time, and you can see where cutscenes were from video games. You're gonna get flashbacks.
Yeah.
To get through that time, on that.
No, for sure. The mecha episode of Halo Legends is incredible.
But I'm looking forward to seeing the next 3. And seeing what they do with it. And I just like these little stories. These, the other people made sacrifices so this other stuff could happen.
Yeah.
And they explained it more about the situation that the white base would have been in. It's easier to see why they're in such dire straits most of the time from just a little stuff shown in those than all through. And I like the first Gundam.
Right. No, I think this was definitely more effective at showing the peril the white base would have been in. And also, I really appreciated how they didn't have to go, and at this point of the story is where the white base is in America. And it's no, we just were able to figure that out based on context clues and go, okay, we know where this is at now.
Yeah.
That felt really good. There was no point. If it was Double Zeta or Victory, there would have been a moment where a character looked at the screen and somebody goes, so where is Amuro right now in this?
Yeah. Meanwhile, back at the base.
Yeah.
It was done really good. And just getting to see the other people besides, the Tomino select orphans,
Yeah,
how they're affected.
I really
I'm like,
liked it.
I'm looking forward to seeing more of it.
I had not seen Igloo before this. A fake Gundam fan, I know. Go ahead, go after me in the comments. But I'd only seen clips of the Hidalfer and seen what it was like in games. And yeah, oh no, I agree. I can't wait for him to get to MSO8 team. Oh, it's so good.
Well, we're digging through it, and this, this was actually not in the list, kind of given as like, hey, do this. But
Yeah,
at this point right now, I would almost suggest, hey, I know it's kind of weird, but watch these first,
yeah.
and then go watch the first Gundam, and you'll understand a lot more.
Yeah. No, you're right. I thought it was fast. It's so much better than I thought it was. It's so much better than I thought it was. The Hidalfer is amazing. It makes me sad that it didn't get mass produced. Would have loved to see more of that thing. Right? Well, then we will kick it into Gundam!
Yeah, we finished up Igloo.
Yeah, both Apocalypse 0079 and Gravity Well.
Yeah, the last three, that little arc is probably my least favorite out of them, because they're kind of, in my mind, they're grouped in threes, and that's why they got them labeled, right?
Yeah.
Do that. That's probably my least favorite. But it was still good.
Yeah.
You know,
I think the only episode of Apocalypse 0079 that was bad was the one with the Marine.
Yeah.
I think that one was kind of bad. But the other two there were really good. And then, like you said, the Gravity Well ones were just rough in some ways.
Yeah.
We gonna get into it? Are we gonna get into it? Go ahead. You go ahead with what you got first, because mine is gonna be a rant, and I'll hold off on it.
No, I just like them going to. It's like, yeah, there's this big, massive war, and then that's not. This is about the people in the war.
Yeah,
not just the main players. And I think like the first, I think it was the second episode of the whole thing. The guy, trying to prove that tanks are still good.
Yeah.
That was awesome. That was a really good showing through that.
Hidalfer was,
even though the last three were the weakest ones, or my least favorite, there was still some great stuff in there.
Oh yeah, I really like the Big Rang.
Hurry up, Ryan!
Everything to do with the Big Rang helping out the little pods. Yeah, a model kit of the Hidalfer would be amazing.
Yeah,
that'd be great. I kind of liked, as much as I don't like a lot of the stuff in Gravity Well, I kind of liked the guy that took out 17 Zaku's with rocket teams.
Yeah,
that's pretty good, man.
Yeah, that was those are good. Also, these ones we watched, it just clears up so much more about the original Gundam, like stuff. Like the tank guy in it too. Maybe so. Because I really like the whole thing where they show the last one where they show why there's a gun tank.
Yeah.
That was actually shut down in production. There shouldn't have been one, but they because of events, they came through and had it.
Those gun tanks were great too.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got to talk about it, right? We can't keep skirting around it. The God of Death.
Yeah.
If it is a metaphorical representation of the pressure that war brings and PTSD, then I think that's fine. But the fact that the God of Death gives information to characters and is treated as it exists in scenes without people experiencing it.
Yeah.
Which makes it seem like it is a physical presence or a metaphysical presence in the area that is influencing the war?
Yeah, I don't know. She acted, if that's what death looks like when I pass away, that'll be, reassuring in some way. She's kind of hot.
Yeah.
But I don't know, she seemed to act more like seemed to be looking for something she wanted vengeance. And that's when she showed up for is the people who had heartbreak and vengeance.
See, I would agree with you, Dark, except it's seen by the guy that isn't dying. The guy that doesn't die when in the tank episode of Gravity Well. It's seen by the tank driver.
I see it by your I can see it on your shoulder. Yeah.
It's recognized by people that aren't the ones dying, and it has multiple scenes where it's talking to the audience like it's its own thing.
Maybe.
If that's what it is, I'm way happier than what it seems like. Because what it seems like, where it is a physical creature that talks about coming to this earth, none of that works for me. If it's supposed to be an alien, I don't like that at all.
Well, it's just, I know they get kind of wild with some of the new type powers and everything. Mm-hmm. It just feels like a real supernatural step for Gundam.
Yeah.
It doesn't, in my mind, it just doesn't kind of fit in there, right?
Yeah. Sure, but Death's been on Earth for a long time. It doesn't have to come with the war. It was already there.
I don't know. It was just, it seemed an interesting thing. I thought the design of her eyes were really cool. The double eye to it working that. So I thought the design was really cool. I think somebody just designed someone was trying to figure out how to get them into into something they were doing. Yeah, her eyes are great. Yeah. That iris look they had to it. They had the pupil going. A lot of the close-ups. It was really good.
It almost feels to me like there was a leftover design from Final Fantasy: The Spirits Within.
Right.
And they went, hey, I know where we can use it.
Yeah, the gun tank episode wasn't bad, but it didn't. That was almost probably the most cliche of the stories to me.
Yeah.
You know?
I think so too. I also didn't. Oh, go ahead.
They take something that could be deep and just kind of make it shallow.
Mm-hmm. I also didn't realize it while we were watching it, but I think that's the only time that it clips canon where it doesn't actually line up right, because during Odessa Day there was only 3 Daboods that were even involved in the operation, and you expect me to believe they both were on this same section of the same battlefield?
Yeah, that's why Amuro only had to fight one.
Yeah. It's not that God of Death. It's not Duo Maxwell. We're gonna get to Duo Maxwell, but no, it's the first time that I was like, I don't think that quite works. Whereas all the other ones, I was like, yeah, no, sure, okay.
Yeah.
It's in this section of the battlefield, you know?
Yeah, that was probably the most clear about where it was in the Battle O2.
Yeah.
Right? Hold on.
Yeah, fully. It makes no sense that she gets imprisoned when it's supposed to be what's it called? Double action spy? That's not the right term.
Yeah, no, it was bad, and she disobeyed orders.
Yeah.
Don't attack that one, finish this one off. And she completely disobeyed orders. I don't understand why she was in prison.
Yeah.
In the beginning. I think that was just to add more emphasis to the betrayal, maybe.
I guess so. Also, out of all the battlefields that plot could have happened on, it happens on the one where there's a Xeon spy, like a Federation spy that's working for Xeon.
Yeah.
So, sure, clearly, at some point, that guy would have got found out, right? For giving information back?
I don't know. Maybe he hadn't been doing it very long.
I guess so.
Fresh.
The only time where I was like, I don't think this makes sense in the plot of the universe.
She might have been supposed to finish off by Kamikaze. I think the Kamikaze line is because there was a couple of them that was, they were like, okay, we're doing it.
Yeah.
We can't do it without this, so we're going to drive into it.
Yeah.
So a couple did Kamikaze, and then Xeon took it like, these folks are crazy. They're all going to Kamikaze. Okay, I missed that part, but yeah, that's kind of...
That makes a lot more sense now that you point that out, Dark, because the guy that rams into the enemy and then grabs him and blows up, I thought at first he fired and it didn't go off.
But
it makes way more sense that why would you make a gun tank with that attachment? Why would you Why would you not just put a regular tank with explosives on it?
You got to put in a code, and then it'll self-destruct.
Yeah. And then it says 4403 will explode. It.
Mm-hmm.
Well, at least it knows its name.
Yeah, right.
No,
definitely the weakest on it. My least favorite out of all of them.
Mm-hmm. I enjoyed Igloo a lot.
Yeah, me too.
It was really good. I think it's up there with like 0080 for me when it comes to like side stories in Gundam. War in the Pocket was really good, and this to me was really really solid.
Yeah. Like I said, the one that the tank driver episode is the one that stands out to me over all of them, and I enjoyed most of it. There was something that was good filmmaking, I think.
Yeah. Why did the Zuda guy blow himself up that way? Why wouldn't he just turn back around and hit them while they're like malfunctioning? Because he's going so much faster than. That also is not a Federation style move. Like the Federation are jerks. That's 100% a Titans move, right?
Zeon move.
Yeah.
That's something that I would see Zeon doing.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of interesting, the idea, because they want to have, they really like build up Zeon Empire in places, but they always want to keep this little gap.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's because, I'm talking about kamikaze attacks and stuff, but going back to the World War II era was like, those were allies, and as you're putting in here, they're allies. And I think there's some nod to, yes, they were our allies, but we're not there. We're not doing that.
I don't think it's that era Federation move. I think it's a Federation move later on, sure, yeah. But that era, we don't really see them do anything like that.
Yeah.
We just see them be stupid. We don't see them be
and one episode of Igloo, when they dropped the space colony, and there's a bunch of Zeon people that they didn't know about the operation. They just see it go by.
Yep.
Like, what are we doing?
Yep.
This isn't right.
I also really like how terrifying Zaku's are presented in these last 3 episodes.
Yeah.
Like, from the ground, that is one of the most horrifying things you could ever see.
Yeah, when you have nothing, by the end of it, they have, our Federation has suits and stuff to help, but when you've got nothing to face that, then those are the death gods, right?
That's right, yeah. This is no Zaku, you're right, Faith. We do get to see a goof get killed in here, and it does make me sad.
Yeah.
All right. Any other thoughts on Igloo before we move on?
No, I think G next.
Yeah, G Gundam. I have the physical disc for that.
Okay.
But I'm going to word this very carefully. It is not the official version of the disc, so I also have it digitally. And so we will see which one we need. Yeah, watch out, Beardy Man.
Suit, the one they burned up. Yeah. If you get going too fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, at this speed, we're outrunning the bad guys, so it's all right.
Yeah, that felt like a Zeon move for me, for sure. When they were like, we just renumbered it. Like, yeah, okay.